Spirited Lune has fallen from grace. They are now officially lower than Dr. Ratio in the memory of Chaos Tier List. Insane. Oh my god. Come out of the gate swinging MOC, but has had lackluster showing stints. What? Especially compared to his fellow breaker Firefly. Oh my god, this is... Hey guys, MrPokke here, back with another video, and Prydwen just dropped their latest tier list featuring our brand new units, right? So without further ado, let's get into today's content instead. Subscribe! Alrighty, where shall we begin? All these like about tier list, categories, tags, or everything. If you guys want to see what this is about, just feel free to check out our website or check out the previous videos. I will not be repeating myself here. So we're just going to be focusing on the changelog as well as the actual unit individual placements. So yep, changelog, boom. Added Yunli and March 7th Hunt to the tier list. Get out of the way, so I'm forcing you to do it. Yo, Enter. Bro, I swear Enter just spawns in whenever we talk about Prydwen. Just say Prydwen 3 times and Mr. Enter will spawn in the mirror near your toilet. Prydwen. And then boom, just pops up. Right? Okay, yo, Yunli is without a doubt a powerhouse character with a signature equipped, and in our testing, she completely demolished all modes with ease. But our tier list does not include signature like icons, and without her signature, she is completely she deals less damage, but more importantly, loses the massive multiplier for her to be hit it grunts. TLDR, this signature, it gives her 500% taunt value, which is it basically doubles the chance of her getting hit if you're running her with double harmony and one abundance. So drastic, very good, right? Very good. Without this, Yunli will be hit far less often in combat, which is the main reason why signature is so good. It's the main reason. It's not specifically the damage, right? It is mainly the amount of times you're gonna be able to get hit. Or nah, you'd win. Nah, you'd gamble. You can just gamble and just get hit anyways. Because without the signature, I believe the rate is like 35-40%-ish, right? Resulting in a lower energy gain and less damage, blah, blah, blah. Yep, Yunli can make up for the loss of a signature and regain her higher chance to be hit by pairing her with links. But this is at the cost of using another incredibly potent sustain like Huan Huan. Huan Huan's energy regeneration is really fucking good because maximum energy gain is based on her max energy, which for Yunli is 240. So Huan Huan gives her 48 energy, which is almost like a team win ultimate. Very good for Yunli, right? Our team still considers Yunli incredibly strong in all gamers, but I plays her conservatively to begin with to observe how the community plays and perform with her when not using her signature light code. We may raise her if players are happy with or find other ways to mitigate the loss of the signature. Alright, so that's gonna be Yunli. I think that's pretty fair. We'll take a look at what there is. March 7th, the Hunt is an exceptionally strong character with a kit halfway in between damage dealer and a support, and halfway between breaker and hyper carry. Crit carry, making her an anomaly. Stealing from Xenozone's among the current cast of the game. For these reasons, we've placed her in the specialist category alongside other characters with similarly unique kits. Additionally, we've placed March at a power level we feel represents her potential. At the exact moment of her release, it's quite likely she'll climb the tier list as she receives her remaining 3 idolants and teammates her unique kit synergizes more effectively with. Okay, I think that's pretty fair. I feel like we need a... I'm actually more interested in March 7th than Yunli, because she brings a lot more potential to the table. Because Yunli is okay, that's just real. She's a very straightforward character, right? She's basically Clara 2.0. She gets hit, she parries, and also she doesn't work very well with the fun button. So if you guys are fun button enjoyers, you need to press Yunli's out a little bit more like proactively, right? So here's you go. But March 7th she sounds very fun, so I'm quite interested in raising her, right? Okay, anyways, big changes to the Memory of Chaos tier list. Dr. Ratio up by half a tier in Memory of Chaos has consistently performed above expectations in many of the Memory of Chaos of 2.x, surprising us in the community and often ranking above characters placed firmly above him on the tier list. One of the biggest contributors to this is the continual stream of follow-up attack archetype supports that have been added to the game. After reviewing the community feedback, our testing, we've decided to move Ratio into tier 0.5 and in the Apex category. and Inhibitor Lune has fallen from grace. They are now officially lower than Dr. Ratio in the Memory of Chaos tier list. Insane. Oh my god. The poster children of 1.x who range throughout these patch cycles have begun to face stiff competition during the 2.x era with the release and continual improvement of multiple powerhouses in a team of follow-up attack, break, and debuff archetypes. After monitoring community feedback and doing our own testing across multiple MOCs, we are finally moving these two legendary units out of the Apex tier. The reason for this is the definition of the Apex tier. They must be characters that can brute force and trivialize content regardless of weakness and turbulence. Throughout 2.x, Inhibitor and Changelog had their moments of dominance, but have increasingly not felt like the free ride in content they used to compared to characters like Dr. Ratio, Akron, or Firefly in their ideal teams. It's for these reasons they are moving down for now, but we'll continue to watch them long term, especially if they gain new support and move them back to Apex if required. Yo, Reddit is gonna have a field day with this one. Reddit is going to have a absolute field day with this one. It is what it is, guys. I feel like it's okay, like to be completely neutral, right? To be completely neutral. It is because the team archetypes are not favoring carry as of now. Oh, they really are. I'm hiding in my shelter. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, it's just that the team archetypes, they are not really favoring hypercarry because the Mihomo is like branching out, right? They had the Robin, the Venturing, the buff follow-up, they had the DOT, they're now not doing super break. So until we get another excellent hypercarry support, it can be a little bit it feels a little bit challenging to keep up. And I think I've mentioned also before, my favorite team of all time right now is the follow-up team comp. Like Robin, the red team, right? Ratio, Robin, Aventurine, Topaz. They just feel so smooth, so clean to use. So, I feel like it might not fully be because of Jingliu and Inhibitor. It just might be because of the environment that we're in right now, which are favoring, you know, follow-up team comps, Super Break, and like DOT, Akron, Firefly, that kind of stuff. In the future, right? In the future, be it if they were to release like more supports that can buff up our hyper carries, or they just straight up release a hyper carry with like, I don't know, like a 500% defense down or like whatever the fuck, right? Like maybe like crazy hyper carry like Kun, then like we might be able to see some things cooking, right? Yeah, we'll see how it goes, right? We'll see how it goes. Anyways, other changes to the Memory of Chaos tier list: Kimiko up by 1 tier, performing increasingly well at Firefly team cons for those who have not had Firefly herself. Asta got up by 1 tier, uses in Firefly Super Break as an alternative to Run Main for those who, oh, this is nuclear giga cope by this or this. See some used in DOT, alright, give her enough meta relevance in our opinion. Links up by half a tier. The release of Yunli Link's meta relevance increases. Is a core member for Yunli that do not have access to a signature, and for this we're raising her half a tier as she has a unique meta niche compared to Bailu and Japart. Hui Naifen up by a tier. Consistent use in MOC is a part of the debuff and DOT archetypes. Okay, chat, I'm gonna keep it about no one fucking uses Hui Naifen for debuffs. Just run Pella, right? Appearing in Akron and Kafka Storm team comps, it's clear she is the favorite 4-star DOT of choice over Sampo, and for this reason we're moving her up to where Sampo was placed before. Silver Wolf up by half a tier. Consistent high usage and strong performance throughout Panic and seen as an option between the two of the strongest teams in the game, Dr. Ratio teams and Akron teams. For these reasons, we are moving her up by half a tier. Wait, what? Dr. Ratio is very good with Silver Wolf. Oh, it's a bit, yeah, we know debuffs. Weakness implant. Death down. Damn. I've been playing with him in follow-up team comp by so much. I kind of forgot that the hypercarry Dr. Ratio even existed. Yanqing. He's it. Sampo. Usually MOC is consistently low and his performance hasn't been outstanding. He's also competes with Good and a character with similar role but who feels the current meta better. Our team feels Sampo feels more appropriate placed as a niche character for these reasons. When updating our tier list, we have a number of characters we are monitoring over a number of MOCs before deciding whether to adjust their rating or not. We do this to ensure we minimize knee-jerk moves based on favorable, unfavorable turbulence or flavor of the month. Downside of this sometimes is we are slow to make updates. Blah blah blah. As a middle ground, here are some characters we are currently monitoring for Memory of Chaos and why. Kafka and Black Swan. The Nihilgiats. The DOT art has gone multiple patches without any additional support through new characters, cones of ready sets, while other archetypes have had plenty. We're keeping an eye on whether the two core members of this archetype may need to move to reflect the relative power increase in the meta. It's basically just Super Break. It's basically Super Break, right? Boot Hill. Ooh. Boot Hill. Bold. I'm out of the gate swinging MOC, but has had lackluster showings since. What? Especially compared to his fellow breaker Firefly. Oh my god. This just okay, yeah, you just the intro as well. We are currently keeping an eye on him and to see how he fits into future MOC lineups and if a move may be needed. It is what it is, guys, right? There's not too much to be said. I think we've literally said this before. The Trotters, they buff up Boot Hill by so much. Because you one-shot the Trotter and you instantly gain 2 stacks. And then you get an extra turn. So you start the battle with 3 stacks. The moment this fucker goes away, it's like, what are you gonna do? Cry? Just cry, right? Jade has done well for the first MOC appearance, but Turbulence is incredibly favorable towards her. Recognize a strong first showing, but are waiting to see how she does with a less favorable Turbulence before moving. I'm gonna keep it about this current MOC. It's not like she's clapping cheeks either, right? Let's just keep it about. She's at best mediocre, at worst. I'm a end, right? Argenti is our watch it, and she has the verge of moving to T2 like Himeko. We just need to test him more. Okay. Alright, without further ado, let's go into the actual tier list itself. Okay. Tier list. I don't care about pure vision. I don't care about body with shadows. We only care about memory card. Boom! Boot Hill, guys. Oh, sorry, not Boot Hill. Daughter ratio. A free unit, by the way. A free fucking unit. Deej, can you imagine playing E0 Imbibitor Lunate? I could never. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, it is what it is, guys. Okay, let's just talk about the changes, right? I don't want to keep yapping everything over again, but everything in the Apex category has been unchanged, right? They have been unfazed with regards to the meta, and I don't think we need to speak about it that much over here. Although I fear that my man here is in danger, right? My man here is in danger, so we might be a little bit rough. We'll see how it goes. Doctor ratio jumping up the tier and overthrowing Imbibitor, Lunate, and Jingliu. That is it's interesting. This is why. All right, Sarah. The what? What is this? That's what people are using on Boot Hill. So are you yo, Sarah, are you calling people poor for not having best in slot 4-piece? Are you insinuating that, oh my god, you are filthy fucking casual? You don't have this 4-piece? You don't have the brand new Forge of Kalpagini? You're dog shit? That's not a very neutral take. That's not a very neutral take, Sarah. That might be coming off as a little bit of an elitist, if I can say so myself. Not even I laugh at, like, okay, where the fuck? I could laugh at people. Why the fuck do they not get E2 Imbibitor Lunate? Why? Wow, you think, like, who was Imbibitor Lunate anyways? Right. Oh, you wasted your pulls on Blade? You wasted your pulls on Jingyuan? You could have gotten an E2 deal. It is what it is, you know? So, yep. Before I got rudely disturbed by Sarah, Doctor ratio. Is there a do we need to see anything here? common partners. Okay. Yeah, I would say that if only 14% of Doctor ratio teams use Silver Wolf, like, I wouldn't say it's like, oh my god, Silver Wolf changed everything. It's like, this is a very small amount. Most of it is still coming from here. Okay, I feel that this Doctor ratio placing, it is not entirely because of Doctor ratio himself. He low-key has a good team. It's like he's the AD carry, right? He has a bomb-ass Blitzcrank. He has a bomb-ass jungler that ganks his lanes every 30 seconds. And then he gets like a 10-0 lead by the 5-minute up. Like, I feel like he low-key got carried, especially by Robin. Robin is like the jungle div, you know? Robin is actually the jungle div. So when Robin comes in, you just win. Like, straight up. Like, the follow-up team comp is synergizes perfectly because of Robin. Avenger and Topaz, they're kind of like the icing on the cake. So I would say that this placement is deserved, but it's not entirely because of Dr. Rachel himself, right? So, and since we are going to be taking into consideration that it is like their best instead of team comps, I think it is what it is, right? So that's going to be that. And yeah, Imbibitor, Lune, and Jingliu. Oof. Okay, first of all, E0 deal is a unit, right? E0 deal is just as strong as E2 deal. It's basically the same damn unit. Okay, anyways, yeah, Jingliu, I feel that Jingliu's flaws, it was very, very obvious. Ever since Aventurine came out. Ever since the release of like the Aventurine patch, the Aventurine MOC boss, where he had the dice and he was like stalling, and then you couldn't even get rid of the attacks and you're wasting buffs, it started to show like the decline of Jingliu. And then with the incoming new units that kind of force you to do like break with their toughness, super breaker, something like an infinite amount of mobs, and like the fucking Argenti with the shield, and you just take like 0 damage unless you pop the shield. It's very, very annoying. So like, the environment is not favoring Jingliu. And I think this is also another part where at the start, Jingliu is like super fucking good, right? Because the barrier to entry to build a good Jingliu was relatively low, right? It was relatively low. You basically have 50% crit rate for free, and then you just need to step on crit damage, a little bit of crit rate, and you're good to go. But the ceiling for Jingliu, you could say that after like a couple of months, there really isn't a lot of room to go from there. But enemy units, they can only scale up higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. So your Jingliu is kind of just low-key just stagnate at this point. Whereas enemies get stronger and other team cons gets even stronger. And we have not gotten a dedicated hyper carry buffer for a long time. Technically, we got Sparkle, but it's not like Sparkle is insanely good with Jingliu. Like super fucking synergistic as well. So yeah. It is what it is, you know. It is what that's my personal opinion, right, on why Jingliu is at this state. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. E0 Imbibitor Lune. I would love to chime in, but because I've been using E2 deal for so long, I don't think I know how to play E0 deal anymore. Best investment decision of my life, by the way. But anyways, is E0 deal with Sparkle, Ranmei, Tingyun? Okay, maybe not triple support, right? Okay, E0 deal with Sparkle and Ranmei. And a Huan Huan, I guess. What are the problems with E0 deal? When it comes to like brute forcing and all that? Because if you run Ranmei, you have Resp, and you run Sparkle, you kind of fix a little bit of the skill point issues, right? It's S. It's nowhere near. E0 deal is better than E0 Jingliu in my opinion. E0 Deal's problem is 2 damage. That does not make sense whatsoever. Deal's best team uses Robin nowadays. Alright, true. Yeah, Robin with the team actually very advanced. Yeah, maybe. Better damage output comp issue. Unless they release some dissociation mechanic. Okay, that's crazy. 3 skill points used for mid damage. Multiplier by multiply, I'm pretty damn sure Deal does way more, right? Okay, hold up. Let's take a look at it. Okay, like we don't talk about feelings, we just talk about math. Fulgurant Leap. This is 860% multiplier for 3 targets, right? Fulgurant Leap. Doctor ratio. Talent follow-up is 270. So if you launch like a skill for 1 skill point, is 420. So 2 skill points, 840. technically, if you use 3 skill points, you do deal more damage. Like skill point for skill point, you will deal more. But it also depends on how fast can you spend those skill points. Like for Imbuer, he spends this skill point, ideally, every single turn. Whereas for Daughter Ratio, you can't really spend your skill points, like 3 skill points every single turn, right? And Ultimate, you get another 2 more shots. But by that time, you kind of have to consider... Okay, then it gets a little bit iffy. The solutions release a sustain for hypergrade that gives as much buff as a harmony. He had 1 out of 210 clears that was less than 3 cycles, and it was Sparkle, Huan Huan, Team on site too. Okay. I mean, I can't chime in enough for E0 deal. And I don't think this is signature Litecoin as well. I think they are both using 4 Veillon and this guy's using the Cruise and Stellar C. But I know for a fact that I have an E0 ratio, right? And follow-up team coin is just that good. Follow-up team coin is just follow-up team coin. So that's just gonna be my thoughts. Carried by follow-up. Team to team, follow-up probably outscales E0 deal with the Sparkle team. Okay. Yunli compared to E0 as on Aircron, I don't even think it's even close. Like what Prydwen said, Yunli without the signature Litecoin, you really need to gamble a lot to get hit. If Yunli doesn't get hit, she loses a lot of energy and she can't cast her ultimate fast enough. The signature Litecoin really buffs up her taunt. Unless they release like another destruction Litecoin in the future can buff taunt value, then maybe you don't need a signature Litecoin that much anymore. So who knows in the future, right? We might get a free Litecoin like a 4-star that also buffs up taunt value. Or like a Landau's choice but for destruction instead. Like who knows, right? But I think this is relatively fair. Jing Yuan still being here is crazy, by the way. Like, I will keep it a buck. Jing Yuan still being here is kind of crazy. We literally have a Lightning Week stage, and he's kind of ditch. I at this point, I legitimately feel Jing Yuan and Himiko needs to swap out. It's not that crazy. Nah, it's pretty crazy. Jing Yuan and Himiko need to swap out. Jing Yuan can be in the same tier as Blade. Himiko can go up, and everything else can kind of stay as this. Scylla, you know, it is what it is. People don't have a good Scylla, or people just don't really have the proper setup, so it is what it is. I feel like these two need to swap. You want me to get killed? Yes. Die in-game. Our Genti. I know Sarah loves our Genti. Is Argenti the same tier as Misha and Saval? Misha is crazy, by the way. I have not seen anyone use this fuck. Like, ever. He is only marginally worse than Yunli. So you're saying we swap Argenti and... Okay, so although this bitch needs to come here, right? Okay, so this bitch needs to come here. So Argenti swaps with QQ. So it's Himiko, Argenti, Clara, Scylla. Then Blade, Jingyuan. Then QQ, Misha, Saval. Fantastic tier list. Insane. Oh, tier 2 is fine. Okay, then we can bump it up, right? I mean, I don't play it enough anyways, so it is what it is. Tier 4 and tier 5, I think all these we don't really need to talk about it that much anyways. So, yep. That is gonna be our DPS update for patch version 2.4 in Honkai Starbucks. Specialist tier, not a lot of changes aside from Gwen Iphone going up slightly and Sambo going down. I think this is completely fine. She might even go down a little bit more because it's E0 S0, right? So she might even go down a little bit more. I don't know. March 7, I want to play with her more. I want to play with March 7 a little bit more. So I will refrain from commenting that much. And everything else kind of stays the same, right? Okay, Asa went out. I think that's fair. Bronya actually... I feel like Bronya can swap with Tingyun. Or at least the same tier as Tingyun. Because I think Bronya, she has been pretty good with a lot of other units that can make use of Bronya, right? Like, you know, as much booty chicks, you can use Bronya. Jing Liu, right? You can still use Bronya. Blade. Wow. What the fuck are you gonna run Blade without Bronya? You get what I'm saying? And what a Blade main representation, right? Bronya with ratio is a little bit sus because the follow-up attacks doesn't gain the benefit from her skills unless you have an E6 Bronya. But of course that's not going to be the case. But then again, she's also at E0. I'm assuming this is with her signature Lycon. But yeah, E0 Bronya. Okay, to be completely fair, E0 Bronya and E1 Bronya, sometimes they have like zero difference. I have gone like 4 turns straight where I don't get a single skill point from my E1. Doesn't fucking make sense. Yo, Miho, change that shit, right? Make E1 guaranteed and have a one turn cooldown. I think that's very, very fair. I don't know why the hell is it at 50% trigger rate. It just doesn't make sense, right? Anyways, that would be the only other thing I would change. Asta is fine. The rest of the stuff is just kind of here. Yeah. Oh, links went up, right? Links went up. Sure, I guess. I guess the only reason why she went up is because of Yunli. Alright, she went up because of Yunli, and she has a very better niche role now because of this. Because if you didn't have Huai Huai, you're pretty much gonna run her. She's the only other unit that can do this. So I think it is what it is. Also, Justice of Bailu. Revive is insane. You guys do not need cleanse, just revive, right? Insane. Okay, I think that is pretty much it, right? Looking forward to... Okay, I'm most interested in this. March 7th, I'm very, very interested in this unit. I want to see what she has offered to the table. Everything else, I'm not really that involved. It is what it is. I think that Honkai Starbucks, the format, the meta, it has been relatively okay for the past. Like, not a lot of crazy thing has happened ever since Super Break, right? Ever since Super Break happened, not a lot of things has changed, and this patch changes very little, if at all. But this might be pretty interesting, so I'll be looking forward to that, right? So, okay, leave your comments down below. Oh wait, okay, summary, right? Summary. Let's do a summary. Wrap it up. Ratio is fine. He got carried by follow-up team com. Jinglong able to donate 1 bomb. Let me know what you guys think of Ezio able to donate below. Yunli is a bit of a testing. Jingyuan needs to go down. Him going to go up. Blake can be the same tier as Jingyuan. Qingque needs to go down as usual. Argenti can go up a little bit. So Qingque, Misha, Saval, Argenti, Blade, and Jingyuan. And there's gonna be Clara, Himiko, and Scylla. Right, that's gonna be that. Everything else is the same. This needs more testing. Buyo might be dead soon. It is what it is. Seo is fine. Brian might need to go up a little bit, or Team need to go down a little bit. Who knows? Asa is fine. That's fine. And then Lynx goes up a little bit more because, you know, with Yunli. But also Justice for Pilot, right? Alright, so with that, we have come to the end of today's content. Word of the day is going to be boots. Word of the day is going to be boots. B-O-O-T-S, right? That's going to be the word of the day. Join Discord, join Twitch, join YouTube, all that kind of stuff. All the best for Yunli pools, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.